G'day, NZKIWI here again. This time I'm on my SU-122-44. I'm platooned with Cobra2001, he's in his Yag Panther, and Crazykiwi, and he's in his AC-46. We're in Erlenberg. Right from the start we decided that we'd go towards the hill. I said I was going on the hill, Crazy said he'd go on the hill as well. And Cobra moaned and groaned at us and said we should be more aggressive, so that's what he was going to do. We have these philosophical differences at times. So we're looking at the split, looking down to the north, up to the north I guess. We see we've got a couple of heavies, a 25-2 going across the bridge and an SU-100 guarding the bridge. Problem with north as a tank destroyer, you've got two choices really. You either go with them or you stay and defend. If you go with them, chances are you'll die pretty quickly. You might be lucky and roll them if they haven't got anybody there. The other option is you sit where the SU-100 is, and you may not get in the game at all because your team may actually roll around them. If your team does lose up there, of course you're the last defence and it's not very good for you. So it's a pretty crap place at the north, but someone has to do it, and good on the SU-100 for doing it. Personally I wouldn't have pushed across with just 3 tanks, especially one of them being a fairly light tank destroyer. So we're all sitting up watching the south. We can see some killing going on to the north. Yeah, there's not much spotted this way yet. Try and get a shot at that one there and manage to get a post in my way. By the time I try and actually sight him, he gets under cover. And the north has collapsed. So we lost those 2 tanks plus the tank destroyer up there, so there's only the SU-100 up there now. So I tell Crazy and Cobra that I'm going to cover the north, and Crazy said he'll cover both ways, and Cobra has moved into a more offensive position. Just as I get over here, we lose our SU-100, but good to see the GW Panther behind me is going to support this side. So I'm just waiting for a target now. We're only 1 tank down, so it's not too bad. Hope it's all even again. That's a GW Panther firing and killing the KV-13. So I come around, and I find I can't depress my gun. This is the drawback with this tank. The gun depression is really, really bad. So I decide to concentrate on the north. But with the 8.6 patch, this gun beforehand was terribly inaccurate. Now it is really, really good. It does have a long aim time, which you'll see during the game how long it takes me, and every time you move, of course it adjusts and expands again, so a bit of a pain, but it does good damage, and it's got a high rate of fire. Again, as you'll see, the rate of fire on this is definitely good. So I see an IS coming up there. I know there was a couple of other tanks. There was an easy a jumbo over there, another KV-1S, and a 122-44. So now we're 3 tanks down. And the south is not looking that good. Yeah, for some reason too, the XVM is not working, so that's why it's not showing up in anything in the replay. Yeah. Seems to be down. Yeah, there's an IS popped up. Shot him to the other side of him. So I get a second shot in before he can back off. That's the advantage of the reload time in this. Approximately 6.75 seconds, which is pretty reasonable. Now we're 4 tanks down, which isn't that good. Now you see the problem with trying to shoot something on the move here. Take a shot and I miss, but you see I'm having to move because I'm not giving them enough lead. Partly my problem. Get a shot on the side of this jumbo. He stops. I take a blind shot on the tank that's still there, and then wait to see where he reappears.
Reloaded.
See the IS there, go to have a shot, but again can't depress my gun, and the jumbo shoots and bounces off the side. Another quite good thing, this is quite a bouncy tank, got to hit it pretty well right, otherwise it will bounce. Big caliber guns obviously, will go straight through it, but that's the stuff you encounter here in this tier, should be okay.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
So kill the jumbo, come around and I see a T-150, but again can't quite depress my gun, so I back up to see if I can get some depression, but I can't, so I move behind this bush. In the meantime, Cobra's killed one down there and has been menaced by a 122-44, which he kills. I get a shot at the T-150. Unfortunately, the Hummel kills Cobra. So we're only 2 tanks down now, so they've evened it up a bit, but they do have, all their tanks are either heavy or artillery. And there's just me and Crazy left with 2 artillery. So waiting for that 150 to reappear. I put a shot into him, track him, and the AMX artillery finishes him off.
Ammo up.
So I see the IS is charging in towards the cap zone. Now, I'm not quite sure what they were doing here. They had 3 heavy tanks against 2 tank destroyers. They're good heavy tanks. Again, problem here with gun depression, so I move forward a bit. Get a shot to his side. Get spotted, so back up. And take a bouncer shot. Most likely from the IS. Well, pretty much has to be an IS. So, as I say, quite bouncy if you don't aim. So, I'm busy talking to Crazy at the moment, ask him if he's got a shot, and he can't really see it without exposing himself, so it's okay. Tell him to watch for the other IS and the KV-1S. I'm assuming that was Artie. Around, shoot and bounce. Now I know he can't depress his gun where he is at the moment, he actually has to crest the hill completely to get me, so you see his gun's up in the air. Shot through the lower plate. Comes up. Shoots, bounces, hits my gun, damages my gun, and I kill him. So that shows you the bounciness of this tank. That's point blank range if you don't aim. So back off, repair my gun, and come back up to carry on. We're only 1 tank down now. The IS is charging across. I decide to come out and have a shot. Should be an easy shot. And I miss. I get shot in the side by a KV-1S. And the IS misses. So I charge down. Crazy said he's got him and takes him out. So I whoop around here. Now I know the KV-1S is heading up towards the hill. Now Artie is calling for help. So I decided to come around behind the 1S, which he should have turned and knew. He must have known I was coming. I'll speed this up a little bit. Crazy's engaging. Get a shot in. Now my plan was to hit him in the side, but he actually backed off a little faster and I missed. So I turn around and he does some damage to me, but I kill him. So I'm not too healthy now, but there's only 2 artillery left.
Loaded and ready.
So I say tell Crazy I'm going to cap. He said he's going to go down the south and go and try and flush out the artillery. And our GW Panther's coming with us to cap as well. Still got 4 minutes, plenty of time. So we know where the arty was, but that was a fair while ago when they were last spotted. So we've got 2 of us on cap here. Cobra points out that they may be to the north, so I re-angle slightly in case they pop over to the north. And there's the M12. So this is going to show you how accurate this gun can actually be. At 225 meters, he's turning to only a sliver I could see. Managed to kill him. And Crazy kills him.
Loaded and ready.
Now this was my ace tanker badge on this, so I was pretty pleased. I think I did just over 4,000 damage. Fun game, very enjoyable. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Till next time.